Pittsburgh Steelers legend and future Hall of Fame quarterback Ben Roethlisberger just had a huge message from wide receiver George Pickens and his future with the Steelers franchise. So, wide receiver George Pickens, he just finished off his first season in the NFL with the Steelers, but Ben Roethlisberger commented on his season in general and his future with the franchise. So, on his podcast, Football with Ben Roethlisberger, here's the full quote. George Pickens, it seems like he can do everything and make every catch. When it's in his area, he's just gonna go and get it and make the play. So, I'm just giving you background information first before I get more into the serious quotes. And here it is. Here's a summary of what Ben Roethlisberger had to say. He says he just hopes that the man can stay focused and dialed in and continue to want to be the best and strive for it by working hard and don't just run off with year one success and fall off. Because if you're not careful with your attitude, it can get you in serious trouble and in the wrong spot. For example, thinking you're better than you're not. So, Ben Roethlisberger, he had these comments, and I know what he's thinking. He's looking at the attitude that George Pickens showed on the sideline in those games where he wanted the ball and he kind of threw his helmet on the ground in frustration and him yelling at teammates and coaches, and he's going off based on that. But ever since that situation, he just hasn't been in that serious spotlight. He's been calmed, and he also understands that the game will get to him, and the ball will find him. So he's been in a better spot mentally and performance-wise since that situation, and he's kind of calmed down. Also, Ben Roethlisberger had this to say about George Pickens. He says he doesn't know him personally, but he just hopes that that doesn't happen to him because he has the ability to be a superstar. So, obviously, once again, he's saying that he doesn't know him, but he hopes that doesn't happen. And I understand where he's come from as a fan, because we've seen this with Antonio Brown. Ben Roethlisberger was around Antonio Brown, and his whole character that blew up in his face and kind of sent him out of the league. When you look at his trade, where Antonio Brown kind of asked for that trade, and he got sent to the Raiders, at that time, Antonio Brown was still the best wide receiver in the league. But him requesting a trade and his whole blow up on the sideline and in the locker room caused him his job in the NFL. So he doesn't want that to happen to George Pickens. But again, once again, he's just going based off of the sideline interaction where George Pickens showed him on TV slamming his helmet on the ground. So let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about George Pickens? Me personally, I feel as though he's fine. I would rather someone be riled up and want the ball than have someone who's calmed and doesn't really care. So I really appreciate what George Pickens has shown this season. Let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about George Pickens in general this season, and how you think he'll fit into the Steelers in the coming years, and do you think he could be a superstar, like Ben Roethlisberger also said in all those comments. Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like Steelers content, analysis, and reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below as well so you get notified and never miss the next video. And also, I'm going to be posting every day, so make sure you stay tuned to the channel as I'll cover the season and also the draft season as well for the Steelers. Until later, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.